Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to do a Kayla's thoughts on season 1 of Game of Thrones because she just finished watching season 1 earlier today. Now we do have a disclaimer for you guys. She does know a few of the spoilers from later seasons just because I was watching it in the same room weeks to months ago, so she does know a few things beyond what you would typically know from season 1. So now that we have that out there, let's begin.
I'm excited. So I've narrowed down my thoughts to at least 5 main points, and I know that I can talk a lot, but I've narrowed it down for you guys. I'll still probably talk forever, but I'm going to try my hardest. So my first main point is, I'll get to that in a second. So I remember when Pat was like, you have to watch this show, like, you have to see it. And I was like, it's, like, really gory. Like, I don't know if I really want to watch that. And he sat me down and had me watch the first episode, and it ends. And a brother and a sister are, like, you know, together in a way that, like, you know, a brother and sister shouldn't be. And it ended, and I remember, like, being so confused. I'm like, you like this show? You like this show? Like, this is something you watch? Like, it was just mad messed up, but, yeah, I was messed up for a little while. I watched the first episode, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, my boyfriend likes this. He likes this show, and this is what's happening.
It took her at least a month before she could watch episode 2.
This video could have been made a long time ago if I could have made it through the first episode. So that was my first thought, was like, wow, this is happening. This is nuts. But I made it through the first season, so clearly I could get past it. And Pat tells me this happens throughout a long time, so I guess I gotta buckle up. So point number 2, I knew that when I, like, started this whole series, I know that everybody's, like, obsessed with Daenerys, and, like, everyone's like, oh my god, like, she's so cute, she's so pretty, like, she's amazing at everything. And, like, so I guess I went in, like, hoping I would be in love with her, and, like, I am. I think she's cool, I think she's a strong character, but I don't know, Arya won my heart. I think that she's awesome. I love her, and I know it's only season 1, and Pat tells me she's only gonna get better, so that makes me so excited. I love her so much. She's, like, you know, so she's really strong, and she literally watched her dad die, and she keeps getting called a boy, and all she wants to do is just be, like, you know, she wants to fight, and she wants to be trained, and I think that she's a strong individual, and I really can't wait to watch her grow. And but yeah, she is my girl power girl through at least season 1, and Pat tells me she's only gonna get better, so I'm really excited to watch her just get even stronger. So
Ninja-like. Very nice.
Gotta stick them with the pointy end. So I'm excited to watch her get better.
Thanks, John.
Point number 3 has me heated. Very heated. You know, I knew that when I was coming into the show, I would hate the queen. Her name is
Cersei.
Yeah, I never really know how to say it. Her. I knew I wasn't gonna like her, and I don't like her a ton. But my hate for her kind of, you know, dimmed a little bit when Joffrey became king, because he is an awful person. Oh my gosh. He is so... First of all, letting a man lead. Wrong. Just kidding. You're letting a, you know, such a young boy lead, and anything he says goes, and he's just killing anybody he wants to, and he's, you know, such an awful person. And, you know, Sansa is apparently supposed to marry him. I know that she doesn't, spoiler alert, but oh my god, and she wanted to marry that man. It's just, I don't understand. You know, I do believe that Ned Stark would be alive if it weren't for him, but I mean, my hate for his mother was alright. It was like, you know, medium, and then he became king, and then my hate for him just rose, and it was just bad. It was just, he's a bad person, and Pat tells me he's gonna get worse, and he's just gonna be king for a while, and I wish, you know, as many people that get killed in this show, why not him? Death is so common in this show that I hope it reaches him some point, because oh my god, I do not like him at all.
Horrible.
So number 4 is Ned Stark deserved so much better than what he had. Okay, so like I said, Joffrey, awful person, and if it weren't for him, Ned Stark would still be alive. Okay, so watching the show, not a lot of good happens, at least in season 1. There's nothing that's like, oh yeah, like great, oh, Ned Stark was the only good thing. He was such a good person, deep down, and we killed him off. It doesn't make sense that people like Joffrey deserve to live, but people like Ned Stark get murdered. Nothing of that makes sense. And I know that it's only gonna get worse as the show goes on, but the first season, we're gonna kill off the one person I really was invested in. And it's just, I knew that he wasn't gonna make it out because Pat has told me, but like, I wanted so much better for him. I wanted Pat to be wrong, being like, oh yeah, Ned Stark dies, but like he was joking, and Ned Stark lives. But no, he very much decapitated, gone.
Rule number 1 for Game of Thrones is do not get attached to a character at all.
That was very hard for me. That was very hard.
I made the same mistake during season 1. I was also very invested in Ned Stark. I thought that he was the perfect kind of father figure, perfect, like, honorable person, and yep, that didn't last very long.
It's so sad. It's so sad. But I guess that's how the show goes, and I'll have to adapt and figure it out. But yeah, so Ned Stark deserved better. I want that tattooed across my forehead. My 5th and final point is not really just like something that happened. I guess it's just an overall statement of the show. The CGI and the like special effects in it are amazing. Like horses' legs get chopped off, people get decapitated, and people, get stabbed from behind and it goes through them. And the special effects that they do are nuts and really make it believable. So I think that's pretty cool. I guess that's a shout out to HBO for making the show really, detailed and cool. Another thing, I guess, I don't know how to say this. I'm not completely sold on the show. And I guess, I'm going to watch all the other seasons, but for me, I'm not someone that really likes gory or like those kinds of shows. I don't know how to explain that, but not a lot of good happens, at least in season 1. So for me, it's really hard to keep watching. It kind of puts me almost in a bad mood, and like a sad mood, I guess I should say. I can't binge watch it, which I have no problem binge watching anything else. And I know these episodes are long, but I've watched other shows that are like an hour-long episodes, and I've had no problem binge watching. But Game of Thrones, I really can't. It's very dark and twisted and tortured in a way that I can't really, I guess, I binge. I have to take a break. So these videos will probably come in really weird spatial times because I can't like binge watch it. But it is a good show. I am invested in these characters. I'm invested in the storyline. But I don't know. I hope the rest of the show isn't as dark and tortured, and I know it kind of is in a way, but I hope that some good happens, at least sprinkled in there. I know it's a weird, dark and tortured time, but it's really hard for me to watch, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but...
Yeah, for a lot of it, she says she likes to have me there so I can warn her when something gory or disgusting is about to happen, and then she kind of hides behind her sleeve.
Yeah, I know. This morning, Pat and I finished episode 10, and I remember I had my sweatshirt over my eyes and my arm, like, over my eyes too. And I was like, is it done? And he's like, no. I'm like, because it's hot in here. Because I had my sweatshirt like over my face. I'm like, it's really hot. And he's like, no, keep your eyes closed. It's really bad. But yeah, I know there are episodes coming that are so much worse. Pat has told me. So I guess in a way I'm really excited that he's watched them. So like I know what's happening. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the rest of, but Pat's addicted to it. So I know it's got to be good. There's so many crazy people out there that love this show so much. So I'm excited to keep going. I know I'm late to the party, but I have 2 years to prepare for season 8. So I'm going to use my time wisely and bring videos to you guys in the meantime. And Pat wanted to say something before we finished up.
I finally have my shirt on for all of you guys to see. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Dry fit. Nice job, Mr. Parks. In collegiate style.
So
awesome.
We are we are finished with this video. We hope you guys stay tuned for season 2's thoughts from me. So yeah, so until next time.
Keep your eyes up, Guardians.
Bye guys. And the first episode ends and this is why we don't have other people in the room.